Hey guys, I'm Joe and welcome to another video about Vengeance Demon Hunter, and in this video we're gonna talk about the essences. So the first thing you wanna do is finish the quest line and unlock your Heart Forge, and when you do you get your first essence and you can use it and you will have your first major power. And after that, when you level up your Heart of Azeroth, you can use your minor power in your minor slot on level 55, and then you're gonna have another minor power and that slot is available on level 65. So in between you will get a 3% increased stamina, and that is on level 52, 57, 62 and 67. Every essence has a major power and a minor power, and you have your major power slot and you have your minor power slot. So the first essence we're gonna cover is the Crucible of Flame. So you use this and you blast your target with a ball of concentrated flame, dealing 10k fire damage to an enemy or healing an ally for 10k. And you can use this on 30 seconds cooldown, and each cast of concentrated flame deals 100% increased damage or healing. So this bonus resets after every third cast. And the minor power we have is Ancient Flame, so your spells and abilities have a chance to cauterize your target for 7.8k fire damage over 10 seconds or healing an ally for the same amount over 10 seconds. And my opinion about this essence I think is crap. And the second essence is Aegis of the Deep, and the major power is on 1.5 minutes cooldown. The elements protect you, reducing the damage you take from each attack by 3.9k for 15 seconds, and the minor power is Stand Your Ground. You gain 60 versatility for each enemy within 10 yards, up to 600 versatility. So to really benefit from this minor power you really need to make some big pulls, because we won't have reaping in season 3, and with the new affixes we won't have as many mobs as on reaping. And for the major power it will also benefit from bigger pulls, because more mobs that gonna melee attack you, the more damage you're gonna mitigate with this major power. And overall this can be a decent essence, but it's not my personal favorite. So moving on to the next essence, it's Dynamo of Life and Death, and the major power is on 2.5 minutes cooldown, and you draw upon your vitality to sear your foes, dealing 10% of your maximum health in fire damage to all nearby enemies, and heal for 5% of your maximum health per enemy hit, up to 25% of your maximum health. And the minor power is Anima of Life, and it's a passive, so Azerite energy courses through your veins, increasing maximum health by 3k every 5 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. And this effect is lost if you fall below 35% health. So this essence can be really good for Mythic Plus, because when you combine Anima of Life and Death with your Metamorphosis, there is a lot of damage, because you're always gonna do like huge pulls and you're gonna use your meta to survive that, and using meta means a lot more HP, and 10% of your HP is the damage you're gonna deal. So without meta you're gonna deal around 40k damage, and when you use meta that's gonna bump to 60k damage, so 50% more damage combining that with Metamorphosis, and it's gonna heal you. So this essence has a great potential for Mythic Plus. Another essence is Azeroth's Undying Gift. The major power is on 1 minute cooldown, and it reduces all damage you take by 20% for 4 seconds. And the minor power is Hardened Azerite. It's a passive, and when you fall below 35% health you gain 6.3k armor for 8 seconds, and this effect may occur once every 150 seconds, that is 2.5 minutes. So this essence can be really good when you want to mitigate like magic damage or physical damage, because it reduces all damage you take by 20%. And also when you fall below 35% health you gain armor that's gonna help with the physical damage reduction. So overall this essence can be really good. And another essence is Memory of Lucid Dreams. The major power is on 2 minutes cooldown, and you clear your mind and attune yourself with the Heart of Azeroth, increasing your pain generation rate by 100% for 12 seconds. And the minor power is Lucid Dreams, and it's a passive. Your spells and abilities have a chance to refund 50% of the pain spent on them and heal you for 8k. So this essence overall is not really great, because 2 minutes cooldown for 100% generation rate on your pain is not really great for tanks. This might be good for DPS, but as a tanking essence I don't really like it. And the minor power can be decent if we have decent procs, but overall this essence is not great. Nullification Dynamo. The major power is on 3 minutes cooldown and you gain empowered null barrier, absorbing 122k magic damage for 10 seconds, and the minor power is null barrier passive, and every 20 seconds you gain null barrier, absorbing 24k magic damage for 10 seconds. So this can be really good essence, but the 3 minute cooldown is fairly large, so I wouldn't go with this essence. And another essence is Ripple in Space. The major power is on 1 minute cooldown. You create an Azeroth beacon at the target location, and after 4 seconds the Heart of Azeroth will relocate you to this beacon and deal 14k fire damage to all nearby enemies. And the minor power is Reality Shift, and when you move more than 25 yards within 4 seconds you gain agility for 15 seconds. So this can occur every 30 seconds. This essence can be really good if you have well coordinated group, but if you're pugging, this is not for you. Because if you have like nice coordinated group, you can pull a lot of mobs, place the beacon, run away, the mob's gonna follow you, then the Heart of Azeroth will relocate you to the beacon and you're gonna potentially kite a lot with this essence. Sphere of Suppression. The major power is on 1 minute cooldown. It unleashes a heavy pulse of suppressive energy, reducing the movement speed of all enemies within 15 yards by 70% and reducing their attack speed by 25% for 8 seconds. And the minor power is Sphere of Suppression. When an enemy melee attacks you, their movement speed is reduced by 30% and you gain haste for 5 seconds. So this essence can be really good for necrotic weeks because it reduces the melee attack speed of the enemies by 25%. That means you're gonna get a lot less necrotic stacks, and also their movement speed is impaired, and you can also kite the enemies if you want. So you can either face tank or you can kite. This is a pretty nice essence for Mythic Plus. And another essence is Vision of Perfection, and the major power is a passive. Your spells and abilities have a chance to activate Metamorphosis for 25% of its base duration, and the minor power is Strife for Perfection, reduces the cooldown of Metamorphosis by 13.8 seconds. So this essence is pretty much the talent Gluttony, but in a lesser version. Gluttony gives you Metamorphosis for 5 seconds, whereas Vision of Perfection gives you Metamorphosis for 3.8 seconds, and the cooldown reduction to Metamorphosis is around 24 to 25 seconds, so 25 seconds in 3 minutes cooldown window is not a lot, so this essence is fairly weak in my opinion. Unless if you combine Vision of Perfection with Gluttony, and you will have maybe Metamorphosis for, let's say, 70 or 80% up, then it's gonna probably be the go-to. We'll see. Worldwide Resonance. The major power is on 1 minute cooldown. You concentrate energy into the Heart of Azeroth, immediately causing 2 lifeblood shards to erupt from the nearby ground for 12 seconds, and the lifeblood shard grants you and any other ally using Worldwide Resonance a primary stat increase, while within 8 yards of the lifeblood shard you can benefit from a maximum of 4 lifeblood shards at a time. And the minor power is Lifeblood, and it's a passive. Every 18 to 25 seconds a Lifeblood shard will erupt from the nearby ground for 12 seconds. So this is a decent DPS increase, but it's not a survivability increase, so wouldn't go with this essence as well. And there is another essence that you get from PvP that I didn't mention, and it's a Conflict and Strife. The major power is a passive, and it teaches you the following PvP talent and allows its use against all enemies of Azeroth. And the talent is Cleansed by Flame. It's a passive. Immolation Aura dispels all magical effects on you when cast, and the minor power is Strife. It's also a passive. Your spells and abilities have a chance to increase your versatility by 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So being the victim of a loss of control or movement impairing effects also grants a stack of Strife. So as long as you're tanking, you're gonna get versatility, so this is a decent versatility increase, nothing too crazy. So those were all the essences, and my top 3 personal favorites are Anima of Life and Death, Azeroth's Undying Gift and Sphere of Suppression. And before I end the video, I just want to say that I'm a fairly new streamer, started streaming 2 months ago, and I speculated about Vengeance Demon Hunter before we got the first buffs. And I said that Blizzard is lacking in balance and they're gonna buff Vengeance for Season 3, and that Vengeance is gonna be the best tank. So we got our buffs now, and I tried Vengeance Demon Hunter in Mythic Plus and it seems a lot stronger even on fortified weeks. So before the 8.2 patch, when there was a fortified week, I always had problems tanking mobs because I took a lot of damage. I had no actual problems in tyrannical weeks, but I did have problems with the trash when it's fortified. And after 8.2, after the buffs, I had like actually no problem tanking mobs. So Vengeance feels a lot stronger, and when you use meta you can survive a lot. So I think my prediction might actually be true. So if you guys like the video, you can give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to my channel for future videos. You can also share your opinions in the comments below. And if you don't like the video, you can downvote it. You can also join me on my stream. I stream Monday to Friday, and you can ask me all the questions you need on my stream. We can talk about classes, you can talk about the new zones 8.2, the new raid and stuff. We can help each other. I have a lot of stuff I know, but I'm pretty sure that you guys can also give me knowledge as well, because 2 days ago I had a guy on my stream that helped me a lot in Mechagon. So I'm not all wise, all knowing. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next time. So happy grinding!